Hey, Tiffany. How are you, sweetheart? It's nice to see you. I don't think my chat on YouTube is working on the laptop. Give me just a moment. I love me some sleep. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard, brought to you by Madame Pimita and the Parlor of Wonders. Tonight's special is the 11/11 love reading, the $20 past, present, future, as well as the $30 general reading, and Spiritbox Sessions are only $1 per minute, so however many minutes you think you need. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Super Chats. I do prefer like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, but I'll take a Super Chat. So how have you been, Tiffany? You just been sleeping a lot? Yeah, I've been catching up on sleep too. Right on. Well, I'm so happy for you. And, sometimes you just gotta do what feels right for healing and better perspective on things and stuff like that. Hey, James, guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you think. You think too hard. Stop giving me shit, man. Okay? I'm probably the coolest bitch you've ever met online. So go have a nice day thinking about how much I try too hard or whatever. If you only knew, I think that you would retract your message. I mean, Tiffany, can you imagine being me and people just say that kind of shit to me? Like, what? I don't try anything, honey. I don't try anything other than to be my true, authentic self. And if you have a problem with that, you should go check yourself. I'm sure there's a lot of people here on YouTube who could help you with that judgmental issue you have. I hope you find help. I hope you find friends. I hope you find love. Oh, really? That's cool. I want you to tell me about your dream about Jesus. I'm gonna just get me a water and I'll be right back. In fact, I changed my mind on the water. I'm gonna drink the blood of Jesus Christ instead, since you're gonna tell me a story you had about Jesus. Anyways, I'm just trying to wind down from my work day. It was so long. And it was so hot. Hey, Sugar Bear, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. I was thinking about you earlier. Hey, Divine, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome back to the haunted house. I'm so glad you're doing better, Sugar. You deserve it. So Jesus was in a room of mirrors saying, how can you see? It seems like he's like testing you about seeing the people and your gifts. Because Because you know how I feel about neurodiversities, Tiffany. I feel like they're a gift. Like, I feel like there's something about them like that make you more of a shaman or mystic or a healer or a psychic or a clairvoyant. Hey, if you guys want to check out my music, go ahead and check it out. It's in the pinned comment. I would really appreciate it. This is not a tarot channel, so don't get it twisted. This is actually a music channel that belongs to a musician and artist. I'm that musician and artist. My name is Stormie Bleu. So more than anything, it would really mean a lot to me if you would check out my music in the pinned comment. Thank you. Music is sacred, and no prison will hold this movement down. So I feel like if you're in a mirror and you're in a dream and there's mirrors and you're looking into the mirror wondering who else is watching, or Jesus is looking into the mirror saying, how can you see, or wondering who's watching, I think that it's also a very big statement in saying that subconsciously you feel and wonder who else around you cares or is looking or seeing or watching, and that your most trusted and strong spirit guides, with Jesus being most likely one of them, and for many of us, you know, then yeah, it's telling you something about your gifts, something about your light, something about your perception of, like, you know, you maybe do you ever feel alone at all in your religion? Thanks, Loken. I'll link you into the song. Actually, maybe it will let me link you into the whole playlist. So I love Final Fantasy, like the games, the movies, all that. So this is from the soundtrack from Final Fantasy 11, which was one of the online versions before 14. You feel observed, okay. What type of mask is it? I have no idea. It's just a mask. Mask I found somewhere in the house, laying around. Oh, that's a good thing. Comforted. That's a really good thing. And that's important, to feel comforted. I never feel comforted by anybody who's a Christian, except for like what you're telling me now feels comforting. And it's sad because I meet a lot of Christians who aren't very comforting people. They're not very nice people. They're very judgmental. They're very hateful. They're very cruel, and they've been very mean to me. And they don't give a fuck, pardon my French, about what my perception of Christianity is, religion, or spirituality. They just see the book, the outside of the cover of the book. They don't bother to open it. They just bother to step on it and spit on it and treat it like trash, which is probably how they really, truly treat the Bible and its words and its wisdom and all of its perspectives and all of its chapters, even the ones that are missing that have been taken out and removed because they were written by women. What is the secret of your beauty? It sounds like a Maybelline commercial line or something. Thanks for making me laugh. Laughing. How about that? And being joyful. Yeah, Sugar Bear, you can donate for a reading. Tonight I'm doing the 11/11 love reading, the $20 past, present, future, and the $30 general. So I think the secret of anyone's beauty is their imperfections. That's what makes them beautiful. What should I say? More beautiful? I don't know. No, I won't be removing the mask. Sorry. If you think I'm cute, go look at my default picture or something. I mean, no. I have my reasons. Yes, sweetheart. You can do 3 questions, $20. Yes. And you can ask whatever question you want. The only reason it's called past, present, future is because, well, I'll tell you what. It's actually kind of a joke. Because for some reason, I don't know why, but have you ever noticed, like, you do a tarot card reading or you get one and the past comes up and the future comes up and the present comes up. So, I don't know. I just put it there one day. I was like, you know what? I think I'll just call this reading whatever. But, you know, what past, present, future. But you can ask any question you want, even if it has nothing to do with the past, present, or future. What about Michael Jackson passed away? Oh, are you serious? I'm gonna cry. I love Michael Jackson. Cheesecake? Oh, I wish I had cheesecake. Hold on, Ruby's coughing. Something's going on with her. Baby, come on. Honey, what's going on? Her heart's going a mile a minute. Okay, calm down. Calm down, baby. Okay, what's going on? You having a rough day? We gotta get back to the vet and get you that allergy shot. Alright, calm down. Breathe. Are you trying to make me laugh with your eyes wide shut comment? That's hilarious. Faker. It's actually spelled fucker. F-E-C-K-E-R, in case you forgot. Don't fuck with a fucker, man. You're barking up the wrong tree. You are not prepared to deal with the energy that protects me. Do you understand me? I'm going to give you a chance. Because you never gave me one, and we're obviously two very different people, and somebody sent you here to be a bitch. So, in fact, you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you think, because like the worst thing you guys could say about me just contains some truth about you. So go marinate on that for a little bit too. Is the dog a boy or a girl? She's a hermaphrodite. Yeah, sugar, whenever you're ready, honey, we'll do your reading. Are you ready to get down? Okay. Okay, goodbye, Miss World. Have a good night. Be safe. James must not realize that I've met myself pretty deeply and I already know who I am. Your comments, they're funny. But you're not a good enough comedian to stick around with us, so. Thanks for taking care of that, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Okay, 11:11 is fine too, sweetheart. Whatever is good for you. Yes, I'm married to my music. English, please, Seth. And grammar, please. Don't understand your question. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. All right. So what are you guys doing for this weekend? Anything fun? So, Sugar, it doesn't matter if he wants an ice cream sundae as a girlfriend. You're still stuck in the idea, I feel like, assuming that, you know, he is the one that chooses these options and creates these options for you just by his feelings or thoughts or likeness. So, once again, like when we go back into talking about, you know, the law of assumption, like if he was your girlfriend, I don't think that you would be sitting around saying a lot of this stuff to yourself or asking yourself a lot of this stuff. So before we get into the reading, I just want to make sure that you understand that the more that you maybe think that he's not thinking about you, he's not going to think about you, honey. It just breaks the universal law. Okay? The more that you sit around thinking that he maybe doesn't have feelings for you or that he has shit feelings for you, pardon my French, the more he will have shit feelings for you. Or, you know, and the more you will produce shit feelings for yourself. The more you wonder if he wants to come towards you, the less he'll come towards you. The more that you wonder why he didn't come over last weekend, the more you're going to drive yourself crazy. But we are going to get into all these questions. I know that you wish you could have what you had earlier. It is still there. You can still have this love and this light and this connection and this stuff that you want to have with him. It's not like it's impossible to have. It's already yours. Even if you don't believe it. I know that sounds absolutely batshit crazy, but it's just universal law. It's just science. So yeah, let's go ahead and start your timer and get into your questions. Give me just one moment, Sugar, and we'll get started. So the energy around this message coming from your most trusted and strongest spirit guides, they want you to rest. They want you to celebrate. It's like they want you to not, it's not like partying or going out and giving your love or your virtue or, you know, your time away to strangers. It's talking about celebrating you, who you are as a woman. What is your life, love, and sexual liberation mean to you? What does it look like to you? All right. And Spirit wants you to rest and study more, stay akin to sleep in regards to the desires that you want and you have. All right. The Three of Cups being like your friends, your loved ones, your family, the people you care about. Celebrating your life, celebrating what's good, celebrating what's to come. The things that you want to happen, things that you're manifesting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. I just wanted to see energetically, like what is it that Spirit is energetically wanting to address with you, like right now. And that's like celebrating yourself, resting, a lot of rest. You need a lot of rest, and studying and practicing the state akin to sleep, which I think we've talked about. State akin to sleep, which is where you go to bed and you are resting, and you go ahead and you think about the things that you want. You think about how good it feels to have them already. You don't have to do any visualizations or anything like that. It's all just about feeling. And we know you can feel pretty good. Yeah, it takes one to know one, doesn't it, Heidi? Is that what you do? You go around and you talk down to people because it makes you feel better? It's so low vibe. I hope you get all that you deserve with that kind of energy. Let's see what you see. We got a timer here. If you don't think I know who you are, where you're coming from, you're wrong, and you are not prepared to deal with the energy that protects me. So I go and pray about how stupid you look. That's not a threat. That's a warning. Okay, you've been warned. I can't be blamed or, you know, don't come crying to me or anybody when or if you start seeing the repercussions of your low vibes and negative energy. I feel so bad for you. I'm sending you a big virtual hug of love and trust. I hope you find what you're looking for. And I hope it's not as stupid as that comment that you just made. Because if you keep treating everybody like that, you're going to stay lonely for the rest of your life, unfortunately. And I certainly wouldn't want that for anybody. All right, Sugar Bear, I got your timer started. Okay. Are you ready? All right, let's see what you need to know right now about your person. Yeah, make sure that you're just timing them out. Give them 3 chances to, you know, come in and troll, and then hide them. Make sure you report them, because YouTube's going to want to know what these people are. You know, they're not really meant to be. They don't really want to be a genuine part of the community. They'll track the IP addresses, the VPN addresses, the MAC ID. They'll totally get doxxed by YouTube, and probably eventually, you know, either not be able to use the platform or have their channels deleted, or and it's funny because people think that YouTube don't really know who they are behind their fake names and their fake accounts, but they do. They know exactly who the MAC address ties into, who the person is that owns the account, and you know, where they're really coming from and what they're using to be online with and what company it's from. So yeah, I feel like what the cards are going to tell you is a lot of different things tonight, Sugar. Spirit, I'm calling forth Sugar's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Oh, what does Sugar Bear need to know about? Hey, Meryl, how are you, sweetheart? Is this person on her mind thinking about her? Yeah, he's thinking about you. He's thinking about you, and he's thinking about how he can get this thing started again. Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles. He's wondering, like, does she even want to even start again? You know, he's thinking about his head being in the clouds and wanting that connection with you again. He's thinking about what he can offer you, what you have to offer him when he does think about you. But he is going back to thinking a lot about what you guys had. Because he liked that. He liked that energy. He loved it. He got 2 chances instead of 3. He loved the feeling that you guys had when you had your connection and before you guys hurt yourselves. Okay, so play shorts. I'm doing a paid reading right now. If you could just not spam the chat, that would be great, because I don't want to have you timed out too. This is a time that somebody has actually... Now I'm going to have to put her timer on pause to explain to you for just a moment that if you could just show some respect to my client who paid a lot of money to get a reading. Okay. This is her time, her chat time. All right, just give her a little bit of time with me. It's only 10 minutes or so, maybe 12 minutes, okay? I mean, I don't want to hear one peep unless it's Sugar. And if somebody starts talking to me, I will time you out for 5 minutes until the reading's over. So I'll just let you guys deal with that, and let's continue with your reading, Sugar. Let's see what his feelings are for you. Is he like he just wants to make it everything better? Like, it's like Spirit saying, look, this person feels like you were brought into their life and you're feeling like they were brought into your life to kind of take your mind off the things that don't serve you, the things that made you unhappy, the things that don't or haven't been working out for you. In the Six of Swords, it's like it's like you both have been in the same boat with that for a very long time. And he does want to offer this couple love. He doesn't want to be nasty to you. Never any of these cards are ever nasty about you or to you. But once again, it's still a bit of a mixed bag of cats here with Temperance. Because despite the patience and understanding, y'all are still confused about each other. Despite the patience and understanding, oh, here's a card that was hiding behind the Page of Swords. Yeah, you guys are still very hung up on not how you both have hurt each other, okay? But more like how others have hurt you and not wanting to rinse, repeat, recycle the situation. I mean, it's like, wow, 2 people who really like each other, right? And they can't even get it on because they're so worried they're going to hurt each other the way other people have hurt them or hurt each other. Hey, Fiona, how are you, sweetheart? So good to see you. And he's feeling like, have I hurt her? I hope I haven't hurt her, because that makes me really sad. I look like such an idiot. You know? In that 5 of Pentacles. Let's see what the card is on the bottom of the deck. And it's almost like he's kind of been a hard ass and vetting you. When you just kind of been this sweet, innocent, kind, loving, caring person that has been there for him, and he's hardly been there for you, and he does feel guilty about it. But it's like he feels like the need to keep testing you because he's unsure of himself. He's insecure. He's insecure about everybody. He does this to everybody. It's not just you. But he does want to quickly change something. He's trying to quickly, like make a choice in which direction to go with this. It's like he's trying to overcome the things that he knows have made his love life difficult, made his love life frustrating. And he knows he's made it even more frustrating for himself because of his indecisiveness. I think that he's very much somebody who's impulsive, okay, but indecisive. Is he trying to come towards you? Yeah, we can ask that. Hey Grady, how are you tonight? Happy Hump Day. Happy Throwback Thursday. Is he trying to come towards you? No, not right now. He's got too many problems. He's got too many burdens. He doesn't feel like he's good enough for you sometimes. But he's working on himself. He is really working on himself so that he can come towards you. You've got 5 of Cups. You've got 10 of Wands, Emperor, King of Swords. And eventually he is going to be coming towards you, love, in this 2 of Wands. This is about somebody who's thinking about their future, looking at the horizon of things, holding the world in their hand. They're a wise person. He's a wise person who has been through some things, but he's still indecisive and not sure what he wants because of all the hurt, suffering, pain, and weird things he's been through. Too many people have made it too weird, and he's not. It's kind of like riding a bull and then getting thrown off, and you wonder why, because it's a bull. You shouldn't be riding it wild animal, and I believe that that's answering your question too as to why he didn't come over last weekend. But I want to just say real quick now, what you said to him, it was okay. Well, if you don't want to make plans this weekend, I'll just figure out something else to do today and tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow. But I think that because you didn't leave Sunday open, I think you kind of went a little bit wrong about your communication and the fact that tomorrow was still another day. And you didn't have to work on Sunday. And you could have still seen him on Sunday. But I'm just so tired of it. Aren't you tired of it? I'm going to come see you. I can't come see you. I want to see you. But I can't figure out when I want to see you. At this point, I'll be giving that boy a mouthful. Never, ever talking to him again. But that's just me. I don't know how you put up with it for so long. I know that you really want to be with him and you really like him and everything. But at the end of the day, you feel yummy about that, but you don't feel yummy about right now. And I think it's very difficult for you to get into the idea of you already having what you want. He does want to see you, yes. He doesn't want to see you right now, though. He's too much in his pity party. My foot. Mwah. I re-hurt myself again. I don't think I'm going to date, and I don't think you should either until we're both better. Like, that is like, what? It's not selfish of him. It's very generous of him to be thinking of you, and very kind and very sweet. But like, you want to date each other, but yet he's like, let's not date other people, but let's not date each other either. Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like when a guy finds somebody that he knows he could fall in love with, and then he gets mental paralysis because the feelings change from just some girl who, not all guys are on like Donkey Kong. Not all guys know what they want. Not, and then sometimes, we make each other feel things that we've never felt before. And that really can, or we meet somebody that we've always dreamed of being with, a person like that, but you're not really sure how things will work out because even though you're both this one and the same, you're from very different worlds, Well, I don't think necessarily that he's like Eliana in the fact that he won't let her go. It's just he's got too many fears he won't let go of. And a lot of that has shown up in his insecurities, in his recovery, in his, because his life isn't the way it used to be before he got hurt. So he's trying to relearn how to adapt to having this possible lifetime injury. And you've done great, just being considerate, kind, and emotionally supportive. But you don't owe him anything, and you're not his doormat. And well, you have strong body image issues. What do you mean falling into your ego? Hello from Wales. Hey, Wales. My friend is coming back from Wales soon. It'll be good to see her. So do you mean when you say your ego, like, because I feel like we have talked about, I think we talked about this, you both going through an ego death too because of the injury. But that doesn't mean you have to lose who you are. It doesn't mean that you have to lose who you are, because wherever you go, there you are. And, there may be a chance to really, blossom into the life and the love and the version of yourself and the version of your life that you want to have. See, here's the thing. There is a place and a reality for all of us, actually, that where we are with the person that we want to be with the most, okay? In fact, all the people we ever maybe wanted to be with. But it's what you choose to observe. So, like, if I think about, we'll just say randomly, let's just say there's somebody I like, okay? And if I start thinking, does he like me? Does he not like me? What's he thinking of me? What's he not thinking of me? These will help me come up with some ideas of, am I having any limiting beliefs or circumstances that are leading me to feeling like this is not something I can have. This is not something that's not, even though usually I'm way past all that stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, like, literally what you're observing is what's gonna happen. I mean, I've proven it to you time and time again, because you get spiraled out and you think about the things you don't want, and what happens? Nothing happens. You think about nothing happens. You think about the things that don't serve you, they keep popping out. I think it really becomes a game and a challenge with yourself to choose your peace over the whole performance thing, like we've been talking about. See, and the thing with your guy is that he's having a real difficult time with, hey Australia, how are you tonight? Welcome to the Chammy. He's having a real difficult time struggling with that ego death and that version of who he maybe used to be before he got hurt, because he can't play fast enough or hard enough like he used to. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. Yeah, I like, if someone gave me an opportunity to move there tomorrow, I'd probably go without ever looking at it. Yeah, that sounds crazy, but I mean, I've looked at New Zealand. Please don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's beautiful, and I hear they have a lot of Thai restaurants. I have a friend who lives there, and it's very interesting to hear them talk about like food and how they eat and what they eat and where they go and what they do and how different it is from here. So yeah, sugar, that's what's up with that. You won't even visit Australia. That's how I felt growing up in Florida. Like, you could get eaten at any moment, really. That's one reason I ran away from home. Never going back. You can't make me. Interesting. that's an interesting thing. It can all be forgiven if he just comes towards me. That's an interesting perspective to me. Is the sound still working? Yeah, he wants to see you, sugar. Sorry, I was just going over the chat. But yeah, we talked about your strong body issues before. Your ego takes you to thinking that I'm not like other girls. I have a weird body and I carry it weird, and other girls are so feminine and delicate, you know what I mean? I guess I'm struggling to see myself in positive ways. I don't know, I've always been very athletic and been a tomboy, so I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about my body. I'm a badass motherfucker. And I'll play circles with my guitar and sing songs around you all day long, whether you like it or not. So, like I said, I found my confidence really young in my music. And there's just no fucking body who can take it away from me, I'm sorry. Except myself. So, do I give a fuck if other women are feminine and delicate? I don't really give a fuck about other women in that kind of way. Like, I don't look at other women like, what does she have that I don't? Also, women make me very embarrassed to be a woman sometimes. So there's that. Okay, I am not a woman's woman. I'm a man's woman. And there's a big difference in that. Okay? It's a real big difference in a woman who's a woman's woman and a woman who's a man. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm a tomboy. I've hung out with guys most of my life. Okay, there's a lot of guys in my family. We did a lot of guy things, you know? Hiking, camping, learning how to shoot a gun, you know, archery, football, baseball, soccer, basketball, swimming, sports. But I also did, I did ballet. I did tap dancing. I did modern and jazz and all that stuff. Sugar. But I also learned to be very forgiving of myself as well. Like you said that thing about forgiving up there. Like, all can be forgiven if he just comes and sees me. No, I think that you've got to forgive yourself for putting yourself through this, for putting yourself through what you put yourself through with your body. There's nothing weird about how you carry yourself. That's what's unique unto you. That's what makes you special. Is how different and unique you are from all those girls who are different from you. Everybody's different. And if people can't accept the fact that you're different and that we're all different and unique individuals for our own reasons, then yikes. But I had a lot of body positivity-ness around my life growing up because there was so much negativisms regarding body positivity growing up. You know, when you're looking at girls who are rail thin and they have the body of a 10-year-old boy, and then you see guys chasing after that, it's disheartening. It's really disheartening. I can understand that, sugar. And it's disgusting at the same time. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about, how influenced people are by that kind of thing. Like, Yeah, why would YouTube censor you instead of all the people who are so cruel that come into this chat? It doesn't make any sense, Fiona. The right way, of course, makes sense, yeah. Am I a magician? Yes. I am the magic spell. YouTube does not have it out for you. But yeah, Sugar, you know, music is my thing, you know. My confidence is in my music, you know, and if nobody likes my music, I don't care. I love my music. It's fun. I don't need 50,000 fake followers to be a rock star. I don't need a record label to be a rock star. I don't need all this bullshit that everybody has to be a rock star. Okay. I've written my 7 records. I've recorded all of the scratch tracks. I have a drummer. I know how to record and produce, mix, and master myself. So I have that confidence, Sugar, in the way that you have that confidence in your dance. Well, I don't think you have any baby shooter. Yes, I do think I remember when that they censored your Golden Girls comment. Yeah, not Shooter Jennings enough, I'm sorry. There we go. Now it's showing, Sugar. I wonder what it was about your comment, though, that, like, made it hide. I saw that one. Give it to someone who wants it, apostrophe shooter, period. Maybe it's because you said shooter, so YouTube thought that you were talking about shooting guns. So, Sugar, you know, I've been on this like spiritual journey with food all my life because I love it so much. But you know, when I went from size 0 to size what the fuck, I didn't even realize it. And then one day I was like, wait a minute, my clothes don't fit. What's going on upstairs in my head, you know? But eventually I did, you know, work things out, and I dealt with my emotional eating disorder, which let me tell you, it was not a good thing. And then I lost almost all the weight, and I'm still on that journey, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna just stop taking care of myself because someone doesn't like me, or someone doesn't love me, or somebody hates me, or somebody thinks I'm fake or weird or ugly or stupid, or, you know, none of that. It's like, you know what, I've been choked, I've been beaten, I've been robbed, I've been lied to, I've been swindled, I've been through it all. I'm kind of just waiting around to see what happens next, like, you know, when, you know what I mean, like. And I think we all have, you know, I think we all have been through our own versions of getting choked and beaten and robbed and, Yeah, you can't let the evil trolls get you because that's what they want. It's like, you know, I've talked about inorganic beings before and how if you don't, you know, if you don't do anything about them and you just let them be, uh, you know, they'll stay. But if you tell them to go away, they have to go away. They have to listen to you. It's your reality. It's your reality. And trolls and things that happen to you that don't serve you and things that hurt you and things that are scary and freaky and weird or whatever, you don't have to experience any of that. The only reason that the trolls come in here is not because I worry about them or care about them or give a fuck or observe them. I think some of us know what's really going on. And if people think that I don't have a clue to the mind games and the manipulation, who's behind it and who it is, you're wrong. I'm psychic, not stupid. And when I say you are not prepared to deal with the energy that protects me, this is not a threat, this is a warning. Please don't make it weirder than it already is. Okay? So I think at the end of the day, the best thing for any of us to do regarding like body positivity, start thinking about the things that you maybe, I know this sucks, don't like about your body that you'd like to fix. And take baby steps enjoying fixing it, because you know at some point, you know, if you don't ghost the idea of what you want with that, you know, you'll have the biceps you want, you'll have the calves you want, you'll have the ass you want, you'll have the tits you want, so that you don't feel insecure about yourself. You know, I like the dimples in my ass, and if some guy doesn't like them, that's not my fucking problem. Pardon my French. You know, if somebody doesn't like that I'm mixed and thick, I'm sorry. Peace out. Like, go kiss your own ass or something. You know, there's the fucking door. Don't let it hit you in the booty. I just don't fucking care. Pardon my French. And you know what? It's taken a long time to get to a point where I'm just so detached that when somebody says something rude to me, I just like, I want to give them a hug, because they're only reflecting back their own pain and their sorrow on what they think and feel about themselves. Not truly what they think and feel about me. The silver shard is prepared. That's cute. Well, I'm so glad that you're prepared, darling. Bless your heart. All right, I got 5 seconds on this thing left, so, or 5% or something like that. So let's just do some free yes or no's until the laptop, iPad, whatever the fuck, runs out of energy. Okay, anybody got a free yes or no question or want to buy a reading? I'm at 9%. How about that? You guys, look at the big brain on this one. You're just trying to make us laugh, right? You posted a free yes or no above. Thanks, Metal Rain. I appreciate you saying that. And I appreciate you saying that too, Sugar. I mean, I don't always look stunning, but I sure as hell feel stunning. And I don't want anyone to take that away from me. So, you know, I stay in my power, Sugar. Because I don't want to be like that with the whole energy of spiraling out because, you know, some guy I like is jerking off without me. Sorry, I know that sounds rude, but maybe this is a porno. Just trying to make you laugh, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to say, like, you know, and it becomes very difficult when, like, you get into a connection with somebody, you get in a relationship with somebody, and then they aren't the person, you know, that their dog thinks they are. You know, that's all I fucking ask of people. Just be the fucking person that your dog thinks you are. Please. Or your cat, or your pet, or whatever. That's all I fucking ask of people. That's all I'm asking. You posted the yes or no above, okay. Spirit, I'm calling forth Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Does Ileana want to reconcile? Come towards her. Come towards him. Okay, I don't want to use the Golden Girls cards. Let's use the yes or no ones. So I just like those ones a little bit better for these kind of questions. Does Ileana want to reconcile with Metal Rain? Excuse me. Yeah, she does. She wants your booty. She wants it back. Let's see what it says real quick before the iPad dies. It is the beginning of a delightfully new life cycle. Get ready for a deep emotional immersion into an amazing world. You may meet a mysterious stranger with an unusual talent who helps you speed up the completion of your plans. So, what are those plans? What is it that you aspire to create from this message? Because there's a lot of living for you to do and a lot of love to go around. Yeah, I would definitely not unblock her. I mean, after stealing your debit card, $350, and and you were just so nice to her. I mean, you took her everywhere she needed to go. You bought her hair extensions. If you want to impress a girl, buy her some nice hair extensions that she wants. Oh my gosh. I mean, you were good to her dog. You were good to her. And you know what I'm kind of worried about? I know that she had a drug problem, but I sometimes wonder if the bug seeing thing was more than just a drug problem and actual something to do with her neurodiversity or her neurodiversities. Hey, Frank and Dad, how are you?
Okay. That's what you should have done. That was...
For $100, they'll be giving $400 to any woman unless you put a ring on it. Or she's grapefruiting you day and night. Well, anyways, friends, does anybody else have a free yes or no that they want to get answered right now before I go? If I had more time, I'd put the Spiritbox on, but I didn't realize the iPad was so low on percentage. Alright, I guess I'll just do a collective message and we'll see what the fuck Spirit's got to say to us. Then we'll all go home and watch Johnny Carson and go to bed and say goodnight. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest, craziest spirit guides. What do we need to know right now? Yeah, sure, we can do Spirit Box tomorrow. I'll make sure I'm fully charged. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective message. What do we need to know about tonight? And the not too distant future for tomorrow. Quiet desperation. Yeah, don't be desperate. There's nothing to be desperate about. When you start getting desperate, it's showing that you're in the lack thereof of your feelings, your thoughts, and that what you want. It's just like I was telling Sugar earlier. The more that she asks herself, does he like me? Does he feel good about me? Does he want to see me? I miss what we had. It's only showing the universe that she's in lack of love and what she already has. Okay? So then the universe turns around and goes, huh? After all the work that she does, it kind of just it's like a rinse, repeat, recycle kind of thing. So don't be desperate. Okay? You're single, not desperate. All of you who are single in the chat right now. Keep focusing on that body scan. All right? How are you mentally, spiritually, emotionally? How are you doing? Okay. Because that's going to be far more important than anyone that might be calling you on the phone that's driving you crazy. And until all are free, none are free. So really, until you have freed yourself from your current limiting beliefs and circumstances that you are capable of identifying, all right, you might stay in a stalemate, into a stagnant energy that doesn't serve you. So please be good to yourself with your thoughts and aggressively hydrate. It's going to be very hot in the next month. Not just with weather, but like with people, life in general. It's going to be fast like fire. And hopefully we can get into fall a lot sooner than later. And of course, kneel before no one. Stop putting people on a pedestal. Stop putting yourself down for people who don't deserve your time or you. All right, you guys. Good night. Please love yourselves more. Please quit being mean to people if you're in there, trolls, and you can hear me. Okay? Because one day you're going to be an old person, and you're not going to have anyone to care about you. And you're going to have to rely on somebody you don't even know, maybe. And what are you going to do then? You're going to tell them they're fake when they're giving you an enema, and you're in hospice, and you're alone, and you're dying, and you're sad because you're nothing but a troll all your life. Okay? So love yourself more. Love others more. And don't be a douchebag. Yeah. Old soul, young heart. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be good to yourselves and your thoughts. And please drink a lot of water because it's very hot out there. I don't want you guys to get sick or hurt. This mask makes my face itchy, so it's probably the paint I'm allergic to. So I'm going to try to find a different mask because I got a lot of them. Good night, you guys. I love you. Music is sacred, and no prison will hold this.